Okay, here's the deal. It's time. We're gonna try and take on the rest of the game. Here's where we left things in my memory before proceeding to the DLC. We had acquired the souls of Seath, Nito, the witch, quote unquote, and the four kings. The way that actually worked was, let me find them real quick. Wait, they're in this list, right? Wait, am I crazy? Are they in this list? Right here. Okay. Nito, Bed of Chaos, which is the witch's soul, I believe. Four kings, and Seath. My goal, I believe, is to go to Frampt with these and to report back, and that should basically take us to the end game. I don't know what exactly the end game entails. I can't wait to find out. The reason we did the DLC then is because I know that if you beat the game, you know, you're greeted with the option to do New Game Plus, I think. So we had to do the DLC before doing that. I still think there might be a little bit left to do towards the end of the game, but, you know, that's what we're going to try and do. Which one is the witch's soul? Which is the witch's soul? You want me to send you the death list after you beat the game? Absolutely. A list of every single time I died? And to what? Absolutely. I can't believe you've done that. I can't believe you've done this. All right, Frampt, you weird motherfucker. I got a list full of questions for you. Let's see if you give me any answers. I guess I picked a good week to schedule a new video game for us. Frampt is snoring. God damn it. So.
Hello. What is it? I will help you in any way that I can.
Such an old man.
Hello there.
Hello
Glad
there.
to see you alive.
Okay. Let's talk to Frampt. Thanks for the exclamation aways in chat. Just a reminder, please no information about the game in chat, because I want to be able to read it and hang out with you. If you want to type about stuff that I don't know the answer to or don't know about, we have a place in the Discord for you to do that if you want. Frampt, wake up. Why are you not awake? It'd be really bad if I accidentally hit you here.
Help me.
Wake up.
Help me. Help me.
Wake up. I honestly am so terrified of hitting him and waking him up. We're just gonna nuzzle our face together. Hello. Your teeth are so god danged ugly. Holy, what a view. Hi, Monami. How's it going? Why did they have to give it teeth? And why is it so veiny? Oy vey. Do I try it? I feel like if I hit him, I'm just going to fuck up everything. Frampt, wake up. Jump on your face. Wake up. Can I kick you? Which one's kick again? That one?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake.
not treat me like an old withering snake.
Grandpa got pissed. Grandpa fell asleep at the wheel again, and I woke him up, and he got pissed about it. Listen, you're the one driving the car while unconscious.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent? The beings who possess these souls have outlived their usefulness.
Oh, wait, do I just warp
Or
there?
have chosen the path of the wicked. As the primordial serpent,
16 months.
I
Wow.
implore you
Lilin
to
Heart,
defeat
Lilin Heart,
them
Lilin Heart,
and
Lilin
claim
Heart.
their souls. Let there be no
Thank you,
guilt.
what a pilot.
Let there be no
Let there be
vacillation.
no vacillation. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you very much. Do I just warp?
Very
Is that what it
well.
is?
Then stay still for a moment.
Ow. Eat me. Eat me. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, what a pilot. Thanks for the subs. How's it going? Yoink. Exclamation epi. When I die, I want to go peacefully like my grandpa did in his sleep, not screaming like the passengers in his car. Jesus Christ. Did I just read? Oh no, did we just drop frames or is that me? Okay, we're here. You... Oh, God. All right. Rest at Lordvessel. Offer souls. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The one thing on my list that we haven't figured out is warm and soft, but I don't know what to do with it. So we're going to do this. See where it takes us. I didn't put my name in the Goblet of Fire, Dumbledore, I promise. Wow. We're going to the afterlife. Appeal, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you very much. Thank you. Frampt, do you want to talk? Do you have any words? I like how there's an area over there, but I can't get there because it's such a far jump.
The Lordvessel is satiated.
Exclamation bonk.
Magnificent. You are the righteous successor to Gwyn, the new great lord, and I am Kingseeker no more. Your acquaintance was an honor. I must admit, I am fond of you humans. May you enjoy serendipity, and may the Age of Fire perpetuate.
I sort of imagined Frampt would just like dissolve into dust. He's so old, he served his purpose.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
No, I just wanted to see if you had any more lore combo for me.
The beings who possess these souls.
Nope. All right, cool. See ya. Let's do it. The Age of Fire. Oh shit. What the fuck? Yo, this knight looks way... These guys look way more knight-like than me. This looks like a knight from the fables of old. Meanwhile, me... Mark's looking like this. Oh my god. What is this? Kiln of the First Flame. From the opening cinematic. Talk about the Age of Fire. I mean, that simply must be where we end the game right there. Mark is such a silly little guy. These look like, I can't tell if they're like spines, like vertebra sticking out of the ground. They kind of look like it. They also just look a little like eldritch. I mean, okay, I wouldn't be me if I didn't try, right? Game obviously wants me to go down that ramp. What if I just run left? Where does this shit go? Can I just run this way for a while? Okay, not for very long. Okay. We got a capital K knight. Suddenly it's an open world. You know the Great Hollow, how they just included this whole super optional area that no one would ever find? They also just included an open world game at the end of their game. I'm getting kind of powerful. When I attacked, I don't know if it's the dust on the landscape, but when I attacked that guy, it kind of sounded like dust. Like metal dust I was hitting. This is so dope. What are these? All of a sudden, Timothée Chalamet raises a fist over his head. Muad'Dib! Run to the top of the dune. Hassan Al-Gaib. Come here. Come here. Desert power. Red Titanite chunk. Okay. Chat, now's your chance to get in your prediction, not an actual prediction. Little into belief in the chat if you think we beat the game today. Little into disbelief if you don't think we do. Belief or disbelief? Belief, belief, belief. How much time we got? A little under 2 hours. That's a lot of belief. You guys blowing smoke up my ass? Or are you being for real? For real, for real? Oh, yeah. If you beat the game today, do we get lore stream today or another day? There's no way we get the lore stream today. I'm not prepared. It'd be another day for sure. I don't even know that it would be tomorrow. Maybe, though. It could be tomorrow. I could change things up. Oh, hello. Let's fence on the end of, at the edge of the world. At the end of the world. In the kiln of the first fire. Knight v knight. Blade v blade. This is so dramatic. Holy shit. This is so cool. Oh, I said tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm off stream anyways. Tomorrow, no stream tomorrow. But we were going to play Dark Souls on Wednesday. So I guess we could potentially do it on Wednesday. Ooh, Black Knight armor. Where do you have that? Or is that new? Or, that's new. Black Knight armor. Helm of the Black Knights who haunt Lordran. The knights followed Lord Gwyn when he departed to link the fire. But they were burned to ashes in the newly kindled flame. We're basically at... We're at like ground zero for a nuclear bomb sort of deal. Wandering the world as disembodied spirits ever after. I love the slight distinction between this and the Silver Knight helm. I'm guessing the rest of them say that too. But... oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Let's throw this on real quick. Gotta see what it's like. I wish the helm didn't look so goofy. I wake up every day wishing my face didn't look so goofy, but nothing I can do about it. Silburn says, unrelated, Baldur's Gate 3 got a new update. I just started a new run. I got nostalgic of your run because that's how I found you. Aw. We'll keep the Mark helmet on. Oh my god. It's kind of like the popped collars that I think are the best. Helm is the best part of the set? What do you mean? The Helm of the Wise is the best part of the set. What are you talking about? Sir Mark von Hjarline putting on the Black Knight armor is like when I wear a suit. Like, you can't like. Listen, I can, you know, I can put on a suit that still doesn't take the white trash out of me. Like, nah, that's not my Mark von Hjarline. My Mark von Hjarline is rounder. He's got horns. Very thin legs and arms sticking out of a beautiful rotund body. That's not my Mark. That's my Mark. My phone is fucking blowing up. What's going on? All right. Mark von Hjarline. Mark is ripped below that Michelin Man outfit. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my god, the light over there. There's a campfire. Bonfire. This is so cool. Oh, hello. Oh, good hit. Okay, big axe. Oh. And my axe. Very big axe. Oh, okay. Fun little blade. I'm loving these fights. I have hated fighting the knights in the game most of the time because they've kicked my ass. These ones do not feel wildly difficult, and they just look so sick. Black Knight Halberd. Absolutely. Is it too late to respec into a new weapon? Probably, right? Oh, I already have one of these? Used to face chaos demons. Large motion that puts the weight of the body into the attack reflects the great size of their adversaries. Did I already have one of these?
What do you think is about to happen in the game?
That's a good question. Thanks for asking it. 1 second. That weapon is the most overpowered, broken shit in the game, by the way. Away? Probably smart. Probably smart to away stuff like that. Meanwhile, I just read it out loud. What do I think's about to happen in the game? Can I get an exclamation DS bosses in the chat? Let's talk about this theoretically, hypothetically. Exclamation DS bosses in the game, in the chat. Where is it? There we go. All right. So here's the thing with the exclamation DS bosses. If you haven't seen it, it's a list of all of the bosses we've beaten, and it sort of tells the story of the game. Not completely. But if you look at it, Asylum Demon, Taurus Demon, Capra Demon, straight, you're seeing some demons. You're seeing some demons. And then we go a little bit more fantastical. Your Priscillas, your Pinwheels, your Quelaag. And we go, like, the direction of, like, we go fantastical, like Seath. We go, like, necromantic, like Nito. Even, like, yeah, we go a little necromantic. But, and some of this was DLC. We also go very, towards the end, we go a little bit the direction of, like, knights. And part of this was just, like, knights and or, like, these, like, big vaunted, you know, sort of legendary. I think knights is a fine word. And if I had to say what I think is going to happen next, they don't call me the successor to Gwyn for nothing. I think that's probably who we're fighting. I don't know what exactly that's going to entail. I don't know how exactly that's going to get explained. We're here at the center of everything, at the place where the first fire, the kiln of the first fire, the place where the first fire was lit, the thing that introduced the Age of Fire. I don't know. My third question in this notebook is, where are the legends of old? Nito, Gwyn, Seath, the witches. Although it also says pygmy, and I don't know if we ever found that person. Just feel like that might be... I feel like it's probably Gwyn. I don't know, but I'm so excited. Holy shit. Oh, nice. You're almost out of the tutorial? Oh, let's go. Oh, boy. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Say I was here in chat if you were here. I was here. I was here. I was here. Let's do it. Wait, what did that just say? Traverse the what? The white light? Gwyn. Lord of Cinder. The fire itself. Oh my god. Let's dance. Oh. Oh boy. Just let me look at you. Just let me look at you a little bit. I don't want to hit you. I don't want to get hit by you. You look a little undead based on your face. The piano. Is this Hollow Knight? What's happening with this piano? Oh, the sword. It's a flaming sword. It's like it's the most basic, dopest shit. Yo, buddy. Oh, I hit the wrong button. What are you wearing? I'm just trying to soak it in. Oh, God. We dead? Getting my ass kicked here. Also a crown. Ah! I've got to stop healing in the middle of that shit. Not the grab. Nope. Did that do it? I'm dead. Oh, boy. Does that not sound like City of Tears? Does that music not sound like City of Tears? Listen, I listened to a Hollow Knight piano cover. Playlist with Elle a lot of times when I'm trying to get her to fall asleep. Hollow Knight piano. I feel like that song might even be piano anyways, but like I'm gonna play it. You're not gonna hear it if you're listening on if you're watching on YouTube later. Trying to find the right part. I get more Hollow Knight main theme or Resting Grounds. Is it Resting Grounds I'm thinking of? I think it's Resting Grounds I'm thinking of. Oh, for sure. Either way, I don't need, I mean, why compare it to anything when it's just right here to experience itself? But holy cow. Hey, I have 20 Estus Flasks? What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's go. That's interesting. All right. Did we already run a prediction? I didn't see. Uzai? Ladies, gentlemen, folks, good folks of the internet, we've come a long way. And it looks like probably one final, I asked if you wanted one. I would love one. Yes, please. It looks like we've got one final hurdle. Maybe the greatest hurdle of all. Stopping us from completing our hero's journey here. No, it's not hair loss. No, it's not the death of my wife, my girlfriend, and my other girlfriend all at once. No, it's not the abyss come to swallow me whole. It's sort of the hero of the old world who just doesn't want to be dethroned. Let's get to work on maybe dethroning. Except it is hair loss. It is actually hair loss. I'm going to Turkey to try this new... There's this treatment that hasn't been FDA approved. I'm thinking going to Turkey. We'll give it a spin. I had to pay extra because I told them I had a widow's peak and that they were just going to do the, you know, the part on the side, on the two sides of my widow's peak, and then they took a look at it and they said, you don't have a widow's peak, you've got a... If this is a widow's peak, it's more like widow's Mount Everest, you know? Bleef, by the way, Bleef. Perfect. We're going to get there without losing any health. That's the first step. What a beautiful game. What an incredible game. I hope this boss has 6 phases. I don't want to know if he does. I hope he's got 18 phases. You know what's a good sign when you get into a fight and you're like, slow down, grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall off. You're like, slow down. I don't want this to end. I just want to see all of your moves. I want to see your entire move set. I want you to take me down to 1 Estus Flask left because I want to see everything you got. Ouch. God damn it. All right, let's butt spatula. Get some health back. Butt spatula. This guy's slow as shit. Clampery, thank you for the gifted sub to Duck. Yo! Emma has inherited my huge forehead. When we brush her hair, it looks like a comb over. That's cute. Very cute. Sorry, I have a text message I have to look at. I had a widow's peak when I was 1. I had one really young, too. Captain Falcon, show me your moves. Is that somebody from Super Smash Bros? I can't wait for you guys to realize that I know 0% of the people in Super Smash Bros. I feel like Falcon's a name I've heard about from that game. I'm gonna lose my mind on Friday, aren't I? I don't know. It depends. Do you have any strongly held opinions about the fuckability of characters from Super Smash Bros. Melee? If so, I'd avoid Friday's stream. All right, here goes nothing. Oh. I think dodge is going to be the key here. Ooh, I like the sound when you hit him. Okay, we fucking him up already? Oh, I tried to dodge. Bad dodge. My stamina! Okay, healing is always rough. Ow! Hide behind a rock. Okay. Oh my god, we're down to halfway already. Holy shit. You're so fast! Fuck me, sideways with a stick! That hurts. That's a lot of my HP when he does that. I'm dead. Fuck. I just want to exist in this music forever. I just want to exist in that music. That's fine. We'll redo it. Sorry to believers, but we get to hear it again. Cool, I have not two shots to rub together. Did you bet everything on that? Where's the PB meter, though? That's a great question. Where is the PB meter? We should keep track of it. You think like there? I think what went wrong there was that you let him reduce your HP to 0. Focus on doing that to him instead. Now, that's an interesting idea. I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think the basic premise here is fucked. Let's see here. Right there. Shoot. I feel like my putting the PB meter on the screen system is a little too complicated. I feel like it's a little it's not very smooth. There's a little too many steps. Clamper, I'm sorry you put all your shots on blue there. Can I tell you something, Clampery? I don't know what you were hoping to use your shots on. If I beat Gwyn this attempt, I want to give you specifically a pack of cards for believing. Because I trust you would have believed on this attempt even if you had any actual shots to spend. This attempt only. One-time offer. Here's one thought I've had about... Fuck. Ouch. Oh my god, camera. What the... Nah, it's okay. I just got my stream reward chats. I'm going all in again. I know some streamers... Here's my thought about... My other thought about the PB thing. I know some streamers, I don't know how they do it. Like, I don't know what technically is happening. Technologically is happening. But I think some streamers give their mods access to changing their overlays, like, in real time. I don't know how they do it. Probably like Stream Elements, actually, now that I think about it. I watched someone who does that. What do they use it for? Okay, so here's my question to you, Mod Evo. What do they use it for? And here's my comment to the rest of you, all of the mods, including Evo. We will never do this because I don't trust you. I mean, I sent TikToks to Evo saying, imagine Ryan giving us this power, and that is why we... Fuck. And that is why you cannot be trusted. Nope. All right, we'll just heal. Okay. I wonder if your Estus flask... We haven't talked about it yet. I wonder if your Estus flasks go up to 20. Because, like, as a sort of thematic thing about, like... Of course it's kindled. This is the last... Like, the kiln of the first fire. Listen, I never change commands on the fly for a bad joke. You can trust me? Absolutely, I can trust you. Absolutely. Trust me, it's just for the whimsy. Honest to God, I would trust you guys to do it. I'd happily trust you. That's not the issue. The real issue is I already ask you guys to do so much. I would feel terrible asking you to do more. Like, hey, will you change the PB meter? Constantly monitor it. As you're, like, running a million predictions, you know. Trist me? I'm glad someone else thought of the trist me joke. I'm actually married. I don't know if you know this. I wouldn't have to remind you about taking things off the screen. That's true. Ryan, the way I would change my work schedule within reason to be able to meme on screen. He's married, by the way. I'm married, by the way. Well, fuck it. Maybe let's do it. I don't know. I'm in my fuck around and test things out period of streaming. Fuck it. Let's try it. Let's do it. Let's talk after. I mean, it'll have to be tomorrow morning because right after this I have to go to cross country. But let's talk tomorrow. I'll get you guys the login for Stream Elements, and I'll put, within reason, I'll put some of the stuff underneath your access. And then I'm gonna wrangle some promises from you about what you will and won't do. And then we'll proceed. Hi Jacob, how's it going? Nothing beats classic Dark Souls. Listen, I haven't played more recent Dark Souls, but I can tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, nothing beats OG Dark Souls. Hit me with the piano. Oh my god. I'm so happy to be here. Take my health, Daddy Gwyn. I don't care. As long as I can hear this piano. I need to heal, but I don't know how to heal with you. Fuck. This is the way to heal, is to get you stuck on a boulder. That's a nice boulder. No, shit. You've got too many attacks. And they're all so fast. Oh, maybe we used the elevation around this boulder to help us, actually. I think some of those attacks are going over my head because... Fuck! Because, yeah, I think they're just going over my head. All right, guys. Here's the deal. Run 4, we put the Calamity Ring on. We can do this. I'm kidding. Like a piano on fire. Hit me with that piano. Well, his sword certainly hits like one. I think that's it. I think his sword is nicknamed Piano. I don't know. Maybe we do this. Boost fire defense? Maybe. I don't know. Let's try it. Put it on in place of the FAP ring? No. I can't. I'm no FAP for life. The sound effect of hitting Gwyn reminds me so strongly of something, but I can't put my finger on what. I've been listening to it too, Llamas. I don't know that it reminds me of something. I just like how it sounds. It's a satisfying sound. I just did 2 damage to you, I think, from jumping on top of you. Oh my god, you're right. We haven't sought guidance at all. I mean, first off, we just simply must. That's the wrong goddamn button. Son of a... We got to do that before we enter every time. For good luck. That's why we haven't won yet. Oh, you blocked, you little shit. Look at your sword. Ooh, I like your sword. Look at all that guidance. I got so much guidance. Offer guidance. Seek guidance, counselor. Jawbone from Fantasy High. Did you actually visit... First off, did non-Americans have guidance counselors in their, like, schooling? Are people familiar with what a guidance counselor is or does? Goodbye, my friend. Seek guidance. Seek guidance. My friend yeeted himself rather than fight me. A guidance counselor is, like, generally a person who... My job description for them would be, like, helps, you know, late high schoolers, like, figure out placement options. Like, do they want to go to college? Do they want to apply for scholarships? Do they want to, like, go to trade school? Do they want to... Like, what classes do they need to be taking to make sure that they get into the thing that they... If you knock me off of this thing, I swear to God... Did you guys go to the guidance counselor, or were you were you forced to go to the guidance counselor? Mine did fuck all. In fact, they actively made my school life worse. Oh, Jesus. The only person who always told me to stop skipping classes? Oh, sorry, not the only person. I was like, that's the only person? You needed one extra person in your life to be like, hey, I agree with the guidance counselor. Stop skipping classes. All right, here goes nothing. Guidance counselor is an underpaid bad therapist for kids that also has to navigate, like, the weird higher education system. I don't like you. I have no stamina. Fuck. Don't do the grab. Whatever you do, don't do the grab. Did that hit through? No, it didn't. Okay, thank God. All right, I'm going to listen to the sound of hitting him. Never mind. I got to hit him first. No, not like these. You're so fucking fast. Oh no, I'm just trying to get behind a rock. Oh, it's so ugly. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. I thought a guidance counselor was like the school therapist. Is that true in other people's experiences? Mine was very much not like a therapist, not like a school therapist. It was very much more like class selection and that kind of thing. And, like, I'm sure on the punitive or, like, the rehabilitative is not the right word, but, like, I'm sure they were also doing a lot for kids that, like, you know, were struggling to succeed. Mine was like a therapist, but only loosely so. I don't know. I based that knowledge on movies. Yeah, for sure. Well, and I think it's possible, and I'm just like, I've only ever had the one, so I don't know I don't know how normalized my experience was, you know? I did not hang out with my guidance counselor very much. On the other hand, he eventually came down with prostate cancer, which is something
I got to head out and finish classes. Good luck, Ryan. You got this.
As your guidance counselor, Requiem, I do recommend that you go to classes. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thanks for the support. I appreciate you all being here as we conquer the end, as we definitely conquer. Conquer is what we will definitely do. As we conquer the end of Dark Souls. Conquer for sure. Our guidance counselor, right after I graduated, had got prostate cancer, which is what my stepdad had. And so in a tiny community, they became like my stepdad became like a person he went to like ask questions about treatment and stuff. So in a weird way, I like barely used the guidance counselor or like spoke with him, and then all of a sudden he was like coming over for dinner, and I was like, this, but I was in college, so, or just about to be, so. What if there's any secrets? Like right up here? No? Kind of looks like a path. Secrets? Secret death if you fall off? I was a therapist for a short time because my school didn't have an official one for a time. Yeah, I don't know if mine ever did. In my school, they were both and not good at either job. Listen, I know we're talking a lot of shit about guidance counselors here. And I'm sure many of it is probably deserved. Don't you feel like a guidance counselor is like a little bit like probably like a poorly trained, poorly paid social worker? And social workers are already terribly paid? A little bit? Black Knight Sword? Oh, interesting, Sven. Wait, did I scroll past? Black Knight Sword. Great sword of the Black Knights who wander Lordran used to face chaos demons. The large motion that puts the weight of the body into the attack reflects the great size of their adversaries long ago. The large motion that puts the weight of the body into the attack, yes. Of course, of course. The large motion. That's... Yes, yes, of course. Pretty cool. Unless you're the principal or the football coach, you're probably underpaid at public schools. Absolutely. Are football coaches at public schools really paid that well? I would say even them, but I don't know. Is there really that much of a discrepancy on... Do football coaches really get paid more? I mean, it's America. I wouldn't be surprised, but like... I have a counter question for you. Do other countries have a person in the office that is someone you can go to when you have personal issues related to work or other people at work? We've sworn to secrecy. We call them a trusting person. They're not HR. Just someone you can talk to if, for example, your boss is doing shit that's not allowed. They can't take action based on what you tell them, but they can give advice on what to do. I've never heard of that before in my life, Anne, but I think I have found my next career after streaming. I want to be a trusting person. You're telling me there's a person in your office who can't do anything, but does get to hear all the hot goss? What the hell? You won't stream forever? I mean, I would like to, but you know, I don't. I mean, in the like hypothetical abstract way of things, of course. Yeah, I will definitely stream forever. Not that you're actually asking seriously, but like, you know. When I'm 60, the thing about it is, I don't think I would actually like to be a trusting person because gossip stresses me out. Anytime anyone tells me any sort of like gossip or information that I shouldn't know, I'm like, why are you telling me? I shouldn't know. I was the person who was not supposed to know this. Aren't you stressed? I'm stressed. Fuck me, you're fast. Please don't hit me through the thing. Thank God. I think we need to just heal to full here. Fuck me. No. Okay. Okay, we healed to full. Finally. After 5 heals. 4 heals. You stay over there. I'll hit you with some throwing knives. You're so fast. I think I have to get on the offensive. I don't know what to do. Just kill him, bro. Nice. They usually also have another job within the company, but volunteer as the trusting person. You hadn't told me that, Anne, but I would have guessed it. 100%. I would have guessed that the person has to volunteer to be the trusting person. Absolutely. I once read about how gossiping was demonized to keep women from sharing information with each other, and I've never looked at gossip the same. I love that. I love that a lot. I also think that's speak truth to power on that for sure. Like, what a world we live in that that like being a gossip is one of the is like one of the like big, how do I phrase this? It's like an insult you can give, is a real insult you can give to somebody. I mean, like, you mean to tell me this person is like deeply embedded in their community and in the lives of their very close friends and is wildly aware. As a man who has man friendships, I could never imagine talking about anything other than the game we are playing, the activity we are doing, and vague questions about how are your parents? How's your girlfriend? Cool. Back to the activity we're doing. Male friendship is so fucked. It's so bad. Intent is important, of course. Yeah, of course. I don't even know where most of my friends are employed. Isn't the implication of the term that a gossip overshares information possibly shared in confidence and is usually associated with rumor mongering? Yeah, I think that's probably right. I would say that's the like implication. But I think, and Mona can speak to this. My gut reading of the situation Mona was talking about is that like the like an analogy here might be like town gossip is to witch as like you know, like aka it's like highly exaggerate, like can be used as a weapon or to weaponize or demonize, as Mona said, like a specific type of how would you even phrase it? Like Does that make any sense? Sorry, my brain is a little bit broken right now. Like, I guess what I'm basically saying is, like, is it true that, like, probably somewhere someone has been a gossip to the degree that they have been a real menace to their community and to their friends and to a town? Absolutely, sure. Do I, again, a very much non-expert, do I doubt that, like, that trope has been employed by groups in power to, like, deal with quote-unquote problematic women in the past? I don't doubt that for a second. You know? Yeah. Hi, Oliver. How's it going? Thanks for the 37 months. Hi. How are you? What's going on? I had to cut out a friend because every time I hung out with her, she would just talk shit about any of her friends behind their back, tell me all their personal business. In the end, I figured she'd do the same to me, and I said bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's, like, a positive, for sure. I get that. I support that. Absolutely. I think the only thing I'm saying is, like, in a world where women have been asked to fit into narrower and narrower boxes of, like, approved temperament and activity, or, like, temperament and, like, yeah, I would just say temperament. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to hear, to, like, see the history behind. I'd also be really interested in the employment of, like, the term gossip. Because I don't know about you, but, like, I never, growing up, heard about, like, and I have like, I have real life examples of this, but, like, do you ever have people in your community? This happened a lot to me growing up. The like dads of my friends who would go to the bar after work for, like, 2 hours at a time, and would just, like, shoot the shit and talk about all kinds of, like, all kinds of, they just, like, talk about anything and everything 2 hours after their day job. I don't think I would ever shop talking all that. Yeah, like, I don't think I have ever in my life heard the term gossip applied to what they do. But I also have, like, been part of conversation that, like, that's 100% that's what that is. But why was that, you know? I don't think I'm crazy for potentially suggesting that that might be a similarity to a thing that gets called something else when women do it. I don't know. That's my hot take for 2024. Oliver, I love that. I love that. Congratulations. I think there's a difference between shit stirring and venting. I think that venting can sometimes be seen as gossiping when you're just confiding in a friend about stressful situations other people are sharing with you. Yeah. The hot gossip on Gwyn is that they have a child they don't talk about anymore. In my experience, that stays in the bar / shop / whatever place is being used, and it just gets left there, and everyone goes about their day. I don't know that that's true to my experience, but, like, sometimes, yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite things about this community is the breadth of topics we chat about. I'm glad you think so, because I'm sure somebody is sitting there at home being like, fucking fight Gwyn. And I'm like, I want to, but I'm also thinking deeply through, or I'm trying to think deeply through this interesting question that's been posed. I like this interesting conversation we're having. Also, Ellis making bad noises in the other room. Bad being like upset. The original point I was trying to, like, the original point that it made me think about was that, like, I wonder, I'm not suggesting this is the truth, but I wonder, like, to me, I think, and I'm going to use a phrase here that might turn you off to it, but just hear me out here, okay? To me, I think one of the, like, major sadnesses of quote-unquote toxic masculinity, one of the major sadnesses that toxic masculinity has caused in my life is that, like, I am friends with a lot of emotionally vulnerable, emotionally literate, intelligent men who still, we have, like, you know, many of us are close to 30 years old. And I still feel like much of the time and in many ways we have the, like, we're still stunted in terms of, like, friendship, in terms of, like, emotional conversation, in terms of, like, I would say especially on the friendship side, like, especially on the friendship, like watching the way that a lot of, not everyone, but a lot of, like, women in my life care for each other. There's just, like, levels to it that, like, I'm not particularly close to accessing. And that makes me very sad. And also, like, you know, it's a thing I can try and get better at, sure. But it also feels like part of the, not the hand I got dealt, because I don't believe this is, like, you know, I don't think that, I don't think that's in my DNA. I think that's in the, like, how I was raised, what was expected of me, what was modeled for me, what was taught to me, what was reciprocated to me and, you know, and asked of me. And I just think that, like, on a spectrum of, like, suffering through those friendships where we're all trying our best, but we're, like, you know, many of us are not very talented at, or, like, I'm not very skilled at, like, managing that. I look at the people who are hyper skilled in that in my life, and I think some of that can be, like, lambasted as gossip, and it's like, interesting. Interesting. It's not a Ryan stream without discussing the intricacies of the human experience and dying repeatedly to Dark Souls bosses. Gossip exists to build and reinforce group structure. It's a practice of maintaining bonds and signifying levels of trust. It just has points where it gets toxic, like any part of language. I like that. I like that a lot. You can just befriend women? Question mark? I mean, I do. Like, I have. I don't think that that's a solution to. I don't think that that's a like full-blown solution to male friendship being like a sad shadow of a husk of what it could be. I don't think that the, like, the answer to that is, like, don't fix those or change those, just have women friends. And I'm like, well, I mean, I think that's a good thing too. Yeah. But my very specific best male friend whom I love, like, I can't just be like, hey, sorry, I got to see other people. Like, which I'm sure is not what you're saying, but I'm like, you know, if all men befriend women, they'll learn from those friendships. Yeah, I think many do. Game Boyce, thank you for the follow. Hello, hi. Yeah, I think that's great. I don't know. I think it might just be a little more deep-seated than that, but I think that's probably a great first step. Yeah. how are your friendships with women? As a man, I have lots of friends who are women, and I really cherish and learn a lot from those relationships. One of the Speam, I'm going to answer this question while I start this fight because I do want to get into it. One of the friendships that I have learned the most from in the last 3 or 4 years is a friend of mine only because she was first a friend of, and is first a closer friend of Megan's. But who is like one of the, I think in one light, this person, 100%, this is the person I've been thinking about for the last 10 minutes. In a lot of lights, this person could be construed as or looked at as like a gossip. This is a person who very often comes over to our house and we talk about our other friends. I think very rarely does that get like toxic or like negative or whatever. But very often, even if it's talking about something that like, you know, might be, it's not a thing we would go like shout on the street corners about a different friend. It's the thing Oliver described, which is that it's like often that conversation, when that person says to me, when my friend, Megan's friend, says to me, can you believe I saw this photo of our other friend's house the other day, and I could not believe, like not in a judgment way, but like their living room was like really cluttered. And I couldn't believe that. Did you see that? Like on the one hand, you can look at that and be like, that's toxic as fuck. That's mean girl. This is a real example from like 4 days ago, by the way. We actually had this conversation. That's toxic as fuck. That's like, that's mean girl attitude. That's like, how dare you talk shit about someone's like, the like clutter in their room. Like they're raising a baby. They have a dog. Like their life's chaotic. Why would you even bring that up? And I'll tell you why they brought it up. They brought it up because then we spent the next 10 minutes doing this sort of thing and talking about like in that conversation, part of the conversation was like, I don't understand how because I couldn't personally do it. But some people, like they have some clutter in their house, and it would drive me crazy. But this friend is like super like well put together. How do they do? You know, like it was just bonding. And like in the end, you're basically getting down to talking about like values you share, values you don't necessarily share, but which you're not trying to other. Like, you know, does that make sense? In my experience, when I've done that, they've thrown the stuff I said to them in confidence back in my face as ammo during some argument to tear me down. Though I fully admit my experience should not be the norm. It just made me a little jaded. Yeah, I think you're totally fair to feel jaded by that. Absolutely. And also that you're totally fair to call that like a bad friend. Yeah. It's getting better generationally, but it's still slow. Yeah, I'm gonna fight Gwyn now, but I also think like the other question I would end this all on is like the question that I'm wrestling with constantly, which is there's a lot of data about how we refer, speaking on like gender roles, there's a lot of data about how we talk about babies and infants before they are even able to express like the values that, you know, like things that they're good at or like what they would like to be valued for. We choose for them what we compliment in them. If you'll see a young boy, you'll often say, oh, look at this big, strong boy. Like, oh, look at your big, strong, oh, what a big, strong guy, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, you're pretty little girl. Oh, you're pretty little girl. You're a beautiful little girl. This is a thing I find myself doing with my daughter constantly, who's in the other room. And just to like, you know, shed the light on like, this starts pre-birth, you know, like this all starts way early. All right, Gwyn, man to man here. Can we just talk about things? I think if you think I'm gonna win this fight on this attempt, you're off your rocker. There's no way after a 10-minute gossip break that I'm prepared to pull this off. I knew it smelled like poop in here. Don't grab me. Who is it? Pexy, thank you for the raid. How was 9 souls? I think it was 9 souls today. Are we gonna get off a heal here? No, we're not. You guys were gossiping about me? Wow. Hi, Pexy. How was your stream? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Gwyn hates gossip. Noted gossip hater. All right, let's run it back. It's so deep, honestly. I saw a video that points out the kind of animals that are on baby clothes. Boys have predator animals like sharks and tigers. Girls have prey animals like rabbits, etc. It's wild to me. Clampery! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Clampery wants a pack either way. Nine Souls was amazing. After I beat it, after that I continued Crypt Custodian, which was also great. I love that. Pexy, do you have a PlayStation? Clamper, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Super sweet. How's Dark Souls? It's good. We're at what I would describe as, I'm not 100% sure. I would describe it as the final boss of the game, I think. We'll find out. You do? Have you played Astro Bot yet? You have a PlayStation? Have you played Astrobot? Whee! Hi, Natalar. Are we killing God? We're trying. "20 minutes over gossip and gender roles just to spend 20 seconds fighting Gwyn." It's so true. It's so true. I've heard that female friendship can be hell too, you know? Like I have a niece who's who's 15, and if you were to ask her, I think she would tell you that in her experience female friendship is hell right now. Like but oh my god, the wasteland of the post-apocalyptic wasteland of adult male friendship. And to be clear, I went to an all-male college where we like specifically talked about these things. You know? Like you'd think we would be like a shade more prepared for it than your average, you know, than your average guy. Have you read Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson? I've read most of it. I'm in the middle, and by in the middle I mean I stopped like 2 years ago, of the like 5th book, 6th book. If there's anything more recent than that, I haven't read it. All-male college, I did not know that it exists. There exists 3 in the United States. 4th is as far as Stormlight goes. I guess I'm in the middle of the... How recent is the 4th book? I'm in the middle of the 3rd or 4th then. I can look real quick and tell you. Was it a Christian college? No. I am in the middle of... But I also read some of the novellas. Oops. I'm in the middle of Rhythm of War, book 4. So I also read... So I read... I guess the counting I was doing is I read the first 3. I also read... What was the novella? There's 6 if you count the 2.5 and 3.5 novellas. I may have read both of them then. I've read Way of Kings, Words of Radiance. I have read Edge Dancer, Oathbringer, Dawn Shard, and I am in the middle of Rhythm of War. There you go. Watched a TikTok from a trans man who talks about how lonely it was adjusting to guy friendships and how different it was, and it was really interesting. Yeah, that sounds very interesting. I don't have the stats on it, but the one of the saddest things I've seen in recent years was like was self-reporting on men who reported how many close male friendships they had versus women who reported on close friendships they had. You say it's worse in rural Indiana. I found it's easier to have those friendships with people I didn't meet on farms and shit. I am not the person to ask about friendship in rural Indiana because I had very few. So in some ways, maybe I am the person to ask. Okay, we're gonna dodge quicker. I'm just gonna hover my finger on the dodge button the entire time. We're just dodging. That's the goal here. Yeah, fuck me, not fast enough. Okay. 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 That was pretty good. Okay. Nope, not fast enough. No, God. No, God. I got off time the whole... I was off base. Off rhythm the entire time there. No, fuck. This is insane. I see the peanut butter hasn't made it very far yet. Hey, that's like a... I mean, it's way further than any of the other attempts. Hi, Ninja Master. Yeah, Clampery, what was your experience? So you say I found it's easier to have those friendships with people I didn't meet on farms and shit. Can you say more about that? First time here watching your Hollow Knight playthrough with my girlfriend. Say hello to your girlfriend. Does that sound wrong? Why does anyone make an all-male college that isn't religious? To be clear, the place I went to college started religious, forever ago, almost 200 years ago, but hasn't been religious in a while, long while. Don't worry, he's married. I'm married. Silburn says, in my opinion, men are not used to having close bonds because they are not used to open up or being vulnerable. That's because of the toxic masculinity issue old male generations created, in my opinion, obviously. It is, I mean, I would count it as like one of the most mind-blowing things I ever learned or like realized. Was the moment I was like, oh my God, toxic masculinity is hurting me as much as it's hurting anyone. I get it now. This really do be a sword with two edges. Wow.
Hope everything's been well. Nice to catch a stream again.
Hungry for catnip. Thanks. Welcome in. And I know this might be, this could be a sensitive topic, and I don't want to get too wildly into it, especially if it makes anyone uncomfortable. And frankly, I'm not an expert, and certainly don't even know how to speak about it in the most correct or welcoming way, because it's complex. Gender is so complex. But yeah. Things have been great, Hungry for Catnip. How are you doing? How long is stream today? Probably another... 1 second, I need to check a text. Probably another 30 minutes, maybe 40. I have to go to cross country at one point. Sorry, the reason I asked about Stormlight Archives is because there's a character who was introduced to the court who had a very hard time adapting to the women's court, because amongst the women it was always a battle of wits in book 3. She wasn't used to it and hated it. Interesting. I don't know how... This is not me being sassy or sarcastic. This is me saying exactly what I mean. I don't know how I feel about sort of much of the, like, gender stuff in Stormlight, like some of the minimal gender stuff in Stormlight Archive. That's not me saying I think it's shit. That's not me saying I think it's brilliant. It's me saying, like, I haven't really thought about it a lot. Mostly because, and I've said this before with other stuff, but, like, mostly because with fantasy, including Stormlight Archives, like, I don't really go to those books to look for that stuff. Like, the world I come from, take a shot, I have a master's degree in creative writing. Like, if you want a, like, if you want the most intelligent, deep, considered, well thought out, like, amazing look at like friendship across gender, there are amazing books for that, and people who are like, experts is the wrong way, but like the wrong word, but like, you know how Edgar Allan Poe did, like, you know what he did for like short stories and horror? There are people like that, but for those topics. One that I think of on this topic is called My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante, one of the more amazing books on female friendship that I think I've ever read in the like literary world. And I wouldn't say that like any of the fantasy I've read, no matter how good it is, it's not that it doesn't hold a candle to it. It's that like the books are doing different things with magnifying glasses. Like, maybe Brandon Sanderson tackles some gender stuff in Stormlight Archives, but it's it's 6 books, depending on if you count the novellas, mostly with the focus on like some human stuff, a lot of magic stuff, plenty of fantasy stuff. I really like Stormlight Archives. This is not me talking shit. I really want to get back to it. I really want to restart Rhythm of War because it's been 2 years since I started it. But and I want to read more Sanderson because in general, I have found him to be like one of the more thoughtful and like I would say I've found him to be one of the more like character based. That's a positive comment coming from me. One of the more character-based fantasy writers I've read, which I think is great. I think it's incredible. Yeah. All right, Gwyn. We're just gonna bang our head against this wall a bit, huh? Nope, I was going to get in a single piece of damage before I went and healed. And instead, I'm in a corner, and I'm dead. No, don't grab me. I would die. No, Jesus Christ. Heal. Heal. Nah, fuck me. It's so rough. Whew. Maybe it was just me, but everyone I knew as a kid was big on gender roles in general. My friends weren't directly mean about it, but I got a lot of judgment for showing emotion of any kind. Oh, yeah. I agree, Clampery. If you're talking about, like, male friendship in Cornfield, Indiana. I grew my hair out long. How many horror stories do you want to hear? I've had long hair for a decent amount of my young life. The amount of shit that I got for that. I cried on the basketball team in 5th grade, the B team. No, I was not on the A team. When my coach was yelling at me. And got made fun of by the coach for crying. As a 5th grader. Because men don't cry. Because I was being a Nancy boy for crying. Because the manly way of doing things is to not show that someone has affected you emotionally when they affect you emotionally. Like, look at me. I'm a nerdy kid. Like, I read books all growing up. Like, that's all I did. I read books. I ran cross country. I wore short shorts and had long hair. Yeah. Like... And honestly, I got off lucky because there were kids in my middle school and high school who, you know, were gay, were starting to come out. And the only thing worse than A Nancy boy who cried when he got yelled at in basketball was a guy who likes guys. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like... No! Fucking... Damn it.
Big boys don't cry. They sob because empathy and emotional intelligence is extremely attractive.
And is true strength. I agree, Spunky. Thank you very much. Spunky, by the way, we opened a pack of cards for you earlier today, so you might check the cards website because you got a nice card in there. Hi, Spunky. Thanks for the 35 months. Hope you're doing well. Spunky knows. Spunky and I went to high school together. It's almost like the ability to, in real time, process your emotions, display them, communicate them, and live that in a truthful way. It's almost like that's actually strength, and it has been portrayed as weakness for centuries and in ways countless. And I don't know. I mean, it could be me. I don't know. Funky says all that corn made me bisexual. Ryan can pull off long hair. You say that, but I did not. Fouts saw my long hair, but... It's also not, like... The other thing that gets me about it is that, like, there seems to be this fear that, like, if one of us cries, or if one of us gets long hair, the rest of us will obviously have to begin crying and getting long hair. It's an infection, your vulnerability. And if you get it, and if we don't stamp it out, well, then God forbid my corn-fed son might get it too. I have the great sword finally. Let's fucking go. This thing, I wish I had the strength to use it. Oh my god, I think it's beautiful. It's so big. I look like a paladin for the damned. Look at it. It's barbed. Look at it. I love it. Do we use it? Do we keep it and use it as our final blow when we... Hey, how are we all feeling about me beating this game today, by the way? I'm going the wrong way. Belief until I die. How invested are you in talking? Very invested, because I'm having a great time. A great time. Enough philosophy, time to beat the game. Here, first off, I agree. Here, let's talk about what I need to do to beat the game. Gwyn is so fast, and I've had my best luck when I get sort of a little bit behind him, like off of his hip, kind of like this, and I can attack while also doing an easy dodge occasionally. When I'm facing him front, like, when I'm facing him, like, please give me that, thank you. Front to front, with any distance between us, he can just spam attack his attacks that make me dodge, and I can't get close enough to fight him. Sucks. Also, it is really funny that they give you so much material that you could then sell to make... I think you could sell it to just get souls to level up and beat this boss. Like, they just sit up here... They sit here and just give you chunks. To bankroll your, you know... leveling up if you need it. Ooh! Good hit. Luke, I really like what you said there. The other thing that I think is really like on topic with this conversation is the minute that you start to hear like like any phrase that starts with like real men blank, no matter how progressive or non-progressive it is. This is not in response to anything I saw in chat. This is just me thinking out loud and talking about something else that I've experienced recently, which is like anytime you see anything that starts with like real men blank or real men blank, no matter how progressive or you know, absolutely backwards, stuck in the Middle Ages it is. Hi, girly. The problem is that like there is no box that fits real men and successfully like encapsulates the entirety of that experience. Like there is no like, okay, we're gonna stay close. Yes, stay close, stay close, stay close. There we go, there we go. This is the way. You're gonna jump back eventually. Okay, okay, okay. Need me some stamina. This is working. Fuck. And even if it doesn't say like men, it says like, or real men. If it says just like men are blank, men are, you know, like, are we? I don't know. We're like, damn, that was going pretty well. Not a PB, but close. Like in my experience with humans tend to be so brilliantly different from each other that the minute we like at all start to say this is the way, someone else has found a different way in which they are very happy and fulfilled and which could probably teach you something. Real men eat bacon burgers. Ban this person. Ban this person for life. I also think we're probably in the realm of needing to shift gears in terms of conversation and stuff. Not because I don't love talking about this, or I slept like 5 hours last night, so I'm probably not doing any of this justice, and I don't feel like I'm probably serving anyone by just rambling about it. I think the real thing to acknowledge here is that bacon burgers exist and are their own. Is Tony here? Did Tony have to go to a meeting? Tony is here. Tony, do you want to know a secret? There's one detail I haven't told anyone about when we met up over vacation. Did you guys want to know what I ate when we met Tony for lunch? I thought Philadelphia was nice. However, the place Tony took us for lunch, I checked the menu when I got there. I ate a burger that had bacon on it. Guess what burger didn't have bacon in the name or the category? The burger I ate. I've decided Philadelphia needs burned and razed to the ground. We can't keep letting them do this. They're just wrong. They're just wrong over there. Bacon changes a burger. I did order a bacon burger when I met Tony, mostly when I was hanging out with Tony, mostly so that I could come back and tell the story, and then I forgot for 2 weeks. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Ryan? I've never seen SpongeBob. How does that make you feel? They're doing something wrong in Philadelphia. My stamina. Ow! You missed. Haha. You still got the reference? I don't actually. I know that Krabby Patties is from SpongeBob, but I don't know. Are Krabby Patties good or bad in world? Like I know I can't actually ask that here, but like, are Krabby Patties good or bad in world? Are they? Is Mr. Krabs onto something, or is he? I forgot to seek guidance last time. That's why I died. Or is he like? Is he shilling shitty burgers and making a killing from them? I forgot to kill. People love them, I think. They're good. They're very popular in world. We talking like McDonald's, or we talking like In-N-Out? Like McDonald's, kind of a necessity. Maybe we go to the hip that doesn't have the sword on it. Kind of a necessity. In-N-Out, cult classic. Oh, I need to heal. Shit, fuck, no. No! I'm gonna die. That's not the end of me. Healing that close is a death wish. Die! Kind of upset you suggested In-N-Out over Five Guys, but I'll let it be. I don't think Five Guys and McDonald's are all that similar. I needed something to compare to McDonald's, which McDonald's I truly view as like are Five Guys and McDonald's in the same boat in your head? You can't drive through it, right? Like you can't drive through Five Guys. You're getting an actual meal when you go to Five Guys. Whereas McDonald's, you're a la carting some shit together to get you through the day. Kind of thing. Five Guys is way fancier for sure. I needed something in the more fast, less food category of. I love Five Guys. Don't get me wrong. Does anyone actually speaking of love, does anyone actually love McDonald's? Or sorry, yeah, McDonald's? I will eat McDonald's, but I do not love it. I think my wife might love it. Ouch. I hate McDonald's. Ouch. I love McDonald's Sprite. Why did you put it in quotations? What's in the Sprite? Fuck. I need to stop thinking about McDonald's. I love Burger King now. I loved it when I was a kid. I feel comfortable saying this. I think I love Culver's. What fast food do you love? I guess is the question I'm asking. I will put up with most fast food. I would say I love Culver's. Sort of unfortunately, I love Jimmy John's. Sort of unfortunately, I love Chick-fil-A. I mean, very unfortunately, I love Chick-fil-A. We're talking pure food here. I do not love Burger King. I used to love Wendy's, but I do not love Wendy's. I do not like, despite their very noted one-time sponsorship of this channel, I do not love the place that had a chihuahua on their commercials in the 90s that serves tortillas which contain meat and cheese inside of them. I feel uncomfortable shit-talking them because they once supported us. I've never had Raising Cane's, but I have a chance to get it at some point soon. Should I do it? Is Raising what's the Raising Cane's like what's the consensus? That's the word I was looking for. What's the Raising consensus? I have missed streaming so much the last few weeks. Holy shit. In what world can you ask what's the Raising consensus? In what job? I like Cane's, but I feel like the chicken is is bland. Quiznos. I don't know if I've ever had a Quiznos. I enjoy canes. The reason to like it is the sauce. Never heard of canes. I miss early 2000s era Chipotle. I also still love Chipotle, even with it being a little shit. You know what else I love? Qdoba. It's a bad Chipotle, but they give you so much queso. I don't know that I love Chipotle. I like Chipotle, I guess. I don't think what else. You're totally good, Jeff. You're totally good. We got a Dave's Hot Chicken. I've never had that either. If you're in the Mid-East, Steak and Shake. I can't do Steak and Shake anymore. I'll eat it if I have to, and I'll happily get a shake. But their food? I feel like every Steak and Shake in the country now has 10 people less working at it than they need to have working at it, and the food is bad. Food is worse than it used to be. I don't know. Is that boomer nostalgia of me? The food is worse than it used to be. I can't regain my stamina if you keep hitting me. W heal. W heal. Good dodge. Your sword is too powerful. That's what I've decided. You need nerfed. Fuck. I need to heal. Need to heal. Need to heal. No. You can't out heal this guy sometimes. Hit him. Stamina is so low. Stamina is so low. Gotta get close. Gotta get close. Is this PB? This is PB territory. Keep an eye on where on the screen it is. I'm gonna need you guys' help to figure out where to put the PB meter after I lose. Just kidding. I'm not losing. This is the one. Never mind. There it is. Oh, to the inn in Cinder. What a name Lord of Cinder is. Now that is poetic. Can I give you guys a quick podcast recommendation? Because we're all over the place today on stream. All over the place. I've recently been listening to Crash Course the Universe. A Crash Course podcast with John Green and... She's sleeping again. You're a legend. And Dr. Katie Mack, who is a theoretical astrophysicist. And it's 10 episodes on the entire history of the universe. And it is amazing. Especially if you like any of the like astrophysics for people in a hurry, that kind of thing. If you've ever been turned on at all to any part of like Cosmos or Carl Sagan or Neil deGrasse Tyson or any of that, the podcast is really incredible. I don't know what made me bring this up again. Crash Course the Universe. Just me dropping frames? I think we dropped like 200. Yeah, I don't know. Cosmos is my fetish. I'm not here to judge. Oh, I know what it was. Gwyn, Lord of Cinder.
Frames no.
Are we still dropping frames? Are we good? Hi, Libram. How's it going? Should be good now, right? Ah! Back. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the 37 months, Libram. So I think Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, is a really dope name. And one of the things they do in that universe Crash Course the Universe show. Is John Green is always rating the names that like astrophysicists and stuff come up for like different periods of like the Big Bang and related topics. One of the areas is called recombination, except the things that are combining have never actually been combined before. And he's like, that gets a really low rating because they're not actually being recombined. They're just, they're just combining. It's just combination. Whereas there's also a name for a thing that I can't remember, like one of the periods of shit, it's so poetic. It sounds like something straight out of Shakespeare. What's it called? Something like, I don't remember. The Last Scattering or something, which is such a dope name. Uh-oh. Attempt number 2. For those of you keeping an attempt counter at home on Megan trying to get Elle down for a nap, we're on attempt number 2. What? Yeah, Kingsley, come here. Kingsley, come here. You want a treat? Come here. Want a treat? Come here. Treat? Kingsley, come here. When do you need to be off for practice? I think this is going to be my last attempt. Yesterday, I think my wife and I each tried a nap twice. Emma ended up being awake for like 5 hours, but just... Kingsley. No. All right, y'all. I'm going to pause right here. Thanks so much for watching. We'll, can we refund the points on this prediction? We're going to call it a stream there. Sorry, got to go help. Thanks so much for being here. We had really good chats today. Thanks for watching Dark Souls. Sorry, we're going to end it on a cliffhanger. Thank you for refunding. Kingsley, lay down. You guys are the best. I will see you tomorrow for Game of Sisyphus and the finale of Dark Souls for sure. We'll definitely beat him tomorrow. For sure. Bye-bye.